What's up guys, my name is Dean, aka the Blue Crusader, and welcome back to the channel. Today's going to be a new tutorial for GTA 5, Grand Theft Auto 5, and I'm going to be showing you how to install the LSPDFR First Response mod for GTA 5. This is basically a single player police officer mod where you can play as a police officer, you can have a police officer partner, you can use the radio, you can tackle multiple crimes. It's basically like the ultimate police mod, and a lot of people love this mod. It has a lot of various add-ons and extensions to it, and I'm going to be actually showing you how to install the base mod and any mods, add-ons or extensions to it to actually expand the experience. So this is going to be a full tutorial on how to install it and set it up, and then I'm going to maybe show a little bit of a demonstration at the end of the actual mod itself. So without further ado, let's jump into the tutorial. So, if this video is helpful to you, then make sure to smash the like button, click subscribe, and drop a comment below which mod you want me to show you next. Okay, so we're going to jump into it. So, first of all, you actually want to go to the website, which is lspdfr.com. obviously, and you need to make an account. You need to register an account first, and then you want to click here, which is downloads. Okay, so on downloads we're going to be able to install the main base mod. This is where we actually want to get the mod from it. We've got essential mods, we've got vehicle models, textures, characters. They have a lot of things which can actually aid the base mod, so if you want to get custom cop cars, stuff like that, that's what you need. We're going to go on LSPDFR, the first one, and this is basically the category where we download the main mod. So you want to download this, so obviously you need to make an account, and then this download file will unlock, and you just accept the user agreement. You can obviously read through this, I've already downloaded it before, and we can download the mod. So you can download the setup or the manual installation. I'm going to do the setup, but manual installation may be what you choose. I just want to do the setup to show you the easy way of doing it, because obviously manually doing it will take longer. We're going to download the mod as the installer, and then we can go back, we can go to essential mods for an example. So there's a few different add-ons here. So we've got better traffic stops, court system, assorted callouts, emergency uniforms. So I'm just going to go through, find a few of these mods. Some of these mods look pretty cool. Scripts and plugins, most of them are essential mods. Now essential is just like what makes the mod a lot better. You don't need to install them, but it's kind of essential for the best experience. And then we have a lot of user mods which have been submitted by fans and players of the game. So I'm going to download a few of these scripts. So better traffic stops, for an example, this looks pretty good. Basically enhances the experience as a police officer by enhancing the base. It was designed to improve upon such features such as a pursuit AI, better traffic stops, and a fully fledged court system. So it shows you how to install the stuff and the requirements for installing it. So first of all, I'm going to go to the bottom here and click this LSPDFR setup. Obviously this will be in your downloads folder if you can't find it, or wherever your Google Chrome saves all your files, just in case you can't see that at the bottom. And we're just going to run through the setup for the standard mod itself. So we're just going to go through it. This is pretty easy, and we have the components. We're just going to leave it on default, and it installs Rage plugin hook, which is really useful, and the mod itself, and the uninstaller if you want to uninstall it. So it should auto detect where your GTA 5 is, but just in case it doesn't, you want to obviously direct it to the right place. This is correct for me because I have it on Steam, but for people who don't have it on Steam, maybe you've got the Rockstar launcher version, you want to make sure this address is your GTA 5 install directory. And we just install it, simple as that. There's no need to do the manual installation, just because this is just really simple. And then we're going to launch the configurator. So the install is just super simple. There's no reason to do manual installation, just because it's the easiest way and the quickest. And then we have the configurator here, so it will guide you through the setup. So you can skip it if you're an advanced user. So you have to show the license of the Rage hook and accept that, because it installs the individual components for the mod. So we have to go through and accept everything. Obviously you can read this. I'm just going to accept it anyway. I've already installed Rage hook before. And then once we've accepted that, it'll go through and it'll do a few different settings. So change settings, we recommend disabling the version text rendering and setting all the plugins to load a startup. So you can click do it for me. This is super useful because remember, all of this stuff is done through the Rage hook plugin, and you have to do everything manually otherwise, and just the setup configurator is an absolute lifesaver. So now we have LSPDFR installed, so we can go ahead and install the separate plugins. So I'm going to do the traffic stops first. So I'm going to download this, and we have a few different setups for an example. And the first one, not sure what that is if I'm honest. I'm just going to go ahead and download this main file, and hopefully we should be able to download it in 1 second. Okay. And then what we can do is we can go back. So now we need to look at what we need for it. So Rage Native UI is something we need, and Rage Plugin Hook. Now I'm not sure if this is actually installed with LSPDFR. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to download Rage Native UI from the GitHub page, the .zip, just so we have it just in case it didn't install. And then we need this file called albo1125 common. So I'm going to open this as well, and we can download this basically just from the file here. So I'm going to download this from the file mirror page on LSPDFR. So this is just like a helper file that a lot of the mods actually use. Rage Plugin Hook, I'm pretty sure we already have that. That's installed with a mod, and then GTA 5. So now all we really need to do is install that later. So I'm going to install this mod first because I don't want to mess it up by downloading lots of zip files for different mods and then not know how to install or what's what. So we're going to go to the GTA 5 directory. You guys should know where this is. It's in the Steam apps files. And we're going to go first to the LSPDFR file over here. So this is the Albo file we just downloaded. Basically, what we should be able to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to minimize some of this stuff just so we have a lot of clutter off the screen. So I'm going to move this over here. So we have the API reference, we don't need this documentation, we don't need this. So go into GTA 5 and then you want to plug this and just dump it in your GTA 5 folder. So we don't have the Albo file. I think we downloaded the Albo file as well, but we don't really need it because I think it comes with a mod. And then we can look for Rage Native. We don't have Rage Native, so we can just go ahead and we can just drag this into our GTA 5 folder. And as you can see, now we have some files in. So that's the first part of the mod setup. So we can delete that. And now we want to go into the second segment. So like I said, we don't need this Albo common DLL we've just downloaded now. I'm just going to delete that folder because it came with the mod. We just did that just in case we needed it. And then the last thing is Rage Native UI. So I'm not sure if it came with a file. Okay, so it did come with Rage Native, so we don't need this either. So lucky for me, it came with all the files we need. So now we've installed the first plugin. So next what we're going to do is we're going to go to a sorted callout. So we're going to download this file, and this is going to be the second plugin which we need. And I don't think we need anything specific to actually install this. So we're going to click agree and download, and we're going to download the main file. And then we can download the cop holster file as well, which only requires the Rage Plugin Hook. So I'm going to download this. Now, I don't actually know how to use the certain little plugins in game. I'm just showing you how to install them. Obviously, you need to actually familiarize yourself with the LSPDFR mod itself, but this is just how to install everything. So now we have our last two parts of these mods. So I'm just going to install these. So most of them are really simple. All we just do is just drag them into the plugins folder. So this first one, which is cop holster, really simple stuff. We just go in the plugins folder in GTA 5 and just plug that inside there. Now we can go back, delete this. And then the last one is sorted callouts. So all we do is we just drag everything in. So we can skip these two files because we already have these. So I'm just going to install the plugins in LSPDFR folder and put that in the main GTA 5 directory. And then there's nothing we have to overwrite. So everything to me looks perfect. So now I'm going to delete this file, and then we should have everything installed with LSPDFR, so we should be good to go now. One thing I would recommend installing is, I'm not sure if you need it, but I would recommend installing Scirpt Hook, which is downloaded from scripthook.net, I believe. So if we go onto the internet, you can download Scirpt Hook from devc.com, and you just download the latest version. And I'd also recommend downloading Scirpt Hook V.net, which you can get from GTA5mods.com. Now, I'm not sure if you need these files to actually run LSPDFR, but I will definitely link them below just in case you need them, just to kind of make it easier for you guys. So now I think we've actually done everything we need to do. One thing you want to do before you actually run GTA 5 is you want to go into your directory and find a file called ragepluginhook.exe. You want to right click on that file and you want to click run as administrator. And then when we open this, it should actually run the mod and it should actually come up with a little window. As you can see, it says Rage Plugin Hook is running with elevated privileges. You should not run it with elevated privileges. So ignore what I said and run it not as admin if you want it to work the best. And it says you can back up the game version. I'm going to click no. And then now what this should actually do is we should actually run GTA 5. So now it'll show us we have a console window, which is F4. We can do that. And we have a few different things, plugins, load these plugins on startup. We can tick the cop holster as well. So we can enable all plugins to load on startup. And there's advanced settings, which we can disable a few different things, game settings. What you want to do is you want to just click save and launch. And now what this should do is it should actually launch GTA 5 with the Rage plugin hook in the game, because what it does is it injects the DLL file of the Rage plugin hook into the GTA 5 exe and it loads it that way. That's why you want to make sure that you don't connect to GTA Online whilst you use this, because this can have obviously an effect. It can get you banned and stuff like that. So I'm going to launch GTA 5 now through this, and everything should work when we actually jump back into game. Everything should have taken effect and we should be able to launch the plugin as usual. Now, if you do have a lot of GTA 5 single player mods already installed, then it can actually break your game and you might get some crashes. So if that happens, uninstall some stuff. And as you can see, it's initializing the mod right now, and in the bottom right it says loading story mode with Rage plugin hook. So it jumps you straight into story mode, because obviously you can't connect to online when you have Rage plugin hook enabled or any GTA single player mods. So you're not going to see the main menu. But what we need to do is we need to check in the console of Rage plugin just to make sure the LSPDFR has loaded automatically. Now, like I said, we set up in the configurator and then we went into the Rage plugin hook GUI and we set up everything to load automatically. So everything should be a really swift and easy approach to actually getting the mod to work. And in the bottom it says loading LSPDFR in the bottom right. The screen's cut off a little bit due to my resolution and cropping of the game window, but you should be able to see a little bit of text below. So if it does say that, then you should know that the mod should work. And we can press F4 and it'll open the console window, and now it'll say some things about LSPDFR. If we scroll up, there should be just different outputs of things that have loaded, and it says running LSPDFR first response. So it is running, everything's working. And another telltale sign to check if it's working is you should be able to check on the map, and there should be these new logos. These new logos are actually police stations around the map. So I'm going to go, just to prove that the mod works, this isn't a gameplay video, but just to prove that it works, I'm going to actually go to the closest police station near me, which is actually pretty near, and I'm going to show you how we actually get to work as a police officer. So when we go to the police station, we should be able to become a police officer, and that's how you start everything off. Because you toggle this mod, you don't start off as a police officer permanently, you have to actually activate it by going to a station. And the great thing about LSPDFR is we can actually select different officer uniforms, we can be different types of officers in the county. There's a lot of different things to choose from. So here's a police station here. I'm not sure if this is in the normal game or if it's been added. It's probably in the normal game. I've probably just brushed past it and never seen it, but this is actually the police station. So once you find the police station, what you need to do is you need to actually find the entrance to the police station. And now it says press E to enter the Beaver Bush Ranger Station. Okay, so now we go into kind of like a locker room of sorts, and we can click go on duty, and it's as simple as that. And then it should load us. It says you need to select a character. Would you go to this character selection menu? So it'll take us to a character selection menu, and then we can actually set up the whole mod. So I'm going to quickly go through the process. I'm not going to do everything and take a long time. I just want to show you that the mod is functioning. And you make a character just like you do on GTA Online basically. So I'm just going to click save and continue, just press enter, and then we'll press enter on the character to use it. And now it will say loading the station again in the bottom right, and click go on duty. And we can go in the police locker, we can select a different agency. Now there is a conflict here with the mod, the traffic stop menu. So it says that there is a conflict with the files, which you can just resolve by uninstalling the traffic stop menu. And we can change the different agency, we can change in the police garage, you can change your car, you can do a lot of different stuff. So that's how to install GTA 5 LSPDFR. Now there is a conflict with this plugin, so you can uninstall the traffic stop plugin because that's an error. I've installed it and it has a conflict, so I'd recommend uninstalling that or following the on-screen steps to actually resolve the issue. But with that plugin disabled, you can also disable it on startup temporarily. With that plugin disabled, everything will work as usual with the default plugin. So that's how to set it up, that's how to install it, and that's how to actually fix the conflict, which I have here. And if you really enjoyed this video and you got LSPDFR to work, then make sure to smash the like button and click subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.